your very first episode of KARD News Live. I'm your host, Krista Reynoldsson.
And I'm Ashlyn Crone.
While other classes were busy taking maths tests, the seniors were applying to colleges.
Now to Colin Zobek for more on the Apply to College event.
We interviewed Ms. Webster and multiple students about Apply to College Day on Wednesday, September 15th. What is Apply to College Day?
Apply to College Day is time set aside for seniors to start the application process for college. It gives them time to go on the website, start it, and then there's someone there to answer questions when they get stumped. So the goal is to at least get one application done, and if time allows, as many applications as they can fill out in the time.
Why do we have this every year?
We do it every year because it works. Kids start that application process, and once they've been through one application, it's easier to fill out multiple ones. They have the confidence and they kind of know what to expect, and so it just helps kids get started. So we feel like it's important to do it every year.
Who is involved with Apply to College Day?
Seniors and myself. Tomorrow, Mr. Zuha will help me out in the afternoon because seniors have their picture in the morning, and so a lot of times if there's some free teachers, then they help out and just help answer questions. And but that's pretty much it.
Is there anything that students need to know for Apply to College Day?
Yes, they need to make sure they have their Chromebook charged, and they need to make sure they have their Social Security number because that is required, and they also need the college folder that I gave to them earlier in the school year. And there's a debit or credit card, because some colleges have an application fee, not all of them do, but some do, and so it's good to have that so we can submit the application when they're done.
What colleges did you apply to?
I applied to Bryan College of Health Sciences in Morningside.
What colleges do you think will accept you for the ones that you applied to?
I hope both.
Where are you planning on majoring?
I'm planning on majoring in psychology and minoring in youth ministry.
Do you think you ever switch your majors?
It's a possibility.
What is your dream job as a kid and what is it now?
As a kid, I think I probably wanted to be a princess. Now, I want to be a child life specialist.
What are you planning on majoring in?
Mechanized systems through Kaznar.
Interior design.
Do you think you'll ever switch majors?
Probably. Maybe. We'll see. See what happens.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, kind of just depends where my interests lie.
What is your dream job as a kid and what is it now?
Come home and farm on my farm, and that's what it was as a kid, and it still is today.
As a kid, I wanted to be a teacher, but now I definitely want to be like interior designer or real estate agent, somewhere in that area.
Thanks, Colin.
Now to Britt and Fritzen with clubs.
First, we interviewed Mrs. Hitchler on range judging. Then we interviewed Mrs. Grape about the sad movie night. Finally, we interviewed Shaylee, one of our students, about one act. There was a range judging competition last week.
Yes.
And what is range judging specifically?
Yes. So in range judging, our students go and they have to identify 24 different plants and some of their characteristics. And then they also do a short multiple choice test. They do a range map about some of the recommendations for managing that specific area. And they identify 3 different range sites and kind of calculate or figure out if the plants that are there are the ones that should be there and in the right amounts, and identify those and make some recommendations based on what is there and what should be there.
And there was a competition last week. How did that go?
So we took 7 students. Our highest placer was Gavin Dozler in the senior division. He placed 16th, and there was over 50 kids that competed. And then Dustin Andreessen was shortly behind him in like 21st place. Other kids that went then were Cody and Carson Miracle, Braden Benish, Brant Benish, and Cassidy Miracle. So overall, it was a good day, and we actually are going to the area range judging contest this coming Thursday.
Thank you. What's up next for SAD?
Well, on September 25th, we have a movie night at the park. We are working on figuring out if it will be The Blind Side, Spider-Man Far From Home, or Jumanji. The Stirred Pot here in town is going to be providing a burger meal for every student that attends. And so we're just excited to invite everybody out to the park for a fun night of movie watching and, you know, hanging out under the stars and the trees.
Thank you. What is your role in One Act?
I play Cordelia. She's kind of a happy-go-lucky girl. So
Are you excited to work with others and improve throughout One Act?
yeah, last season was really fun. We were really close to state, and this year we're hoping we can get there. So yeah, I'm excited.
Thank you for your time.
Thanks, Britton.
Now to Emma Benson, who has asked the school, what's your favorite school lunch?
This week, I went around school asking student and staff what their favorite school lunches are. So let me pass the question on to you. What is your favorite school lunch?
What's your favorite school lunch?
Orange chicken and rice.
Barbecue rib on a bun.
Spaghetti.
Pizza.
French toast.
Chicken gravy over biscuits.
What's your favorite school lunch?
Probably Nacho Supreme.
Nachos.
Supreme nachos.
Nachos.
The Nacho Supreme.
Thanks, Emma.
Now to Taylor Byron with a story on the middle school.
The new Boone Central Middle School made its grand opening on Monday, August 16th, after moving from Petersburg to the home of the Boone Central Schools facility. We sat down with English and Language Arts teacher, Mrs. Donna Nelson, and middle school principal, Mr. Bill Curry, and asked them about their thoughts about the new middle school.
Something I'm looking forward to at the new middle school, I would say, is just being part of all the going-ons that are here on the Albion campus. It's fun to be a part of everything that's going on under one roof. I like that our kids have a little more access to bigger facilities. The teachers, and not having the teachers on the road as much. Just serving kids here, but honestly, it doesn't matter. We'll serve them here, there, anywhere.
Well, I think it'll be nice to be able to collaborate with people from the high school and the elementary when needed. I mean, I do a project which I have done in the past with second graders, so it'll be nice to just be here and be able to go over that direction, and if we ever have any opportunities we need to go to the high school, so it's nice to have that bridge between the two.
How have you adjusted to the new atmosphere with more students in the building around you?
There are a lot more students. Last year we had somewhere between 100 and 120 students. This year we're somewhere between 170 and 180 students. And bringing in those fifth graders, they're just so little. Try not to run over them. You have to kind of make sure you don't run over anybody, but the halls are nice and wide. We're establishing kind of some of these new norms and rules and procedures and trying to get on the same page as everybody else here at the school. And we're getting there, but when you're used to one thing and then you have to kind of get used to another, it's taken a little bit of time. We're getting there, but I think it's going well.
Was it difficult moving all of the supplies from Petersburg to Albion?
Yes, it was very difficult. We had a lot of stuff that we had to get moved, and there was a lot of logistics involved. All hands on deck. Everybody just chipped in. You saw a box, the boxes were labeled, they took them to the room, and we got everything moved from everything that was in the gym that came over from the middle school got moved into rooms in about an hour. And so many hands make lighter work, and our teachers really stepped up and helped us get things to where they needed to be.
Were there any nerves regarding the completion of the new middle school on time before school started?
So when people ask me, is your school going to be done? Sure, it's going to be done. Absolutely it's going to be done. And I'm thinking, I don't know if it's going to be done. Got a little nervous about that. The construction people told me that this is probably one of the most efficient jobs they've been able to do. There was a lot of prep work and planning and ordering at the front end, which made it seem like nothing was ever getting started, and we were getting nervous, like, why aren't you guys getting this going? But because they did all that kind of legwork ahead of time, once they poured the floor, and the concrete for this building got poured in April, and they basically built the building from the floor up in almost 4 months. That was an incredible feat.
Now for some fun questions.
Oh boy.
What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is Shawshank Redemption. Whenever it's on TV, like TBS or something, I always have to stop and watch it.
What's your favorite movie?
Mulan.
Do you have any hidden talents?
Yeah, I can whistle really, really loud.
What's your favorite drink?
So I'm a little partial to lemonade. I could probably do with a little less sugar in my diet, but lemonade's my favorite.
Do you have any hidden talents?
I can juggle.
Thanks, Taylor.
That's all for this week. Make sure to tune in next time to KARD News Live.